Hi everyone, I'm Shreyam, a CMI alumnus, and in this video we are going to look at this problem from CMI 2016. So the question is, find all pairs of positive integers p comma n where p is a prime number and p cube minus p is equal to n to the power 7 minus n cube. Now the first thing we'll do is observe that if you look at this left hand side, so p cube minus p, this is an increasing function of p. Right, it's very obvious. If you look at the derivative of this, it's 3p square minus 1, which is greater than or equal to 0 for any prime, right? The next thing we claim is that p has to be greater than n square. Why is this? Because if you look at p equal to n square, the left hand side turns out to be n to the power 6 minus n square, which is strictly smaller than the right hand side, right? Now for smaller values, since p cube minus p is an increasing function, for smaller values of p, the left hand side is going to be even smaller, right? So p has to be greater than n square. Now if you look at the right hand side, so we have p cube minus p equal to n cube times n to the power 4 minus 1, which factorizes as n square plus 1 times n plus 1 times n minus 1. Now the left hand side is divisible by p, so the right hand side should also be divisible by p, right? Now these two quantities are smaller than p, so p can't divide this. If p divides n cube, then p also has to divide n, which is not possible. Hence the only value that p can divide is n square plus 1. Now since p is greater than n square, we know that p is greater than or equal to n square plus 1. So for p to divide n square plus 1, p has to be exactly equal to n square plus 1. So from here, our equation turns out to be something like this. P is equal to n square plus 1, p cube minus p equal to n square plus 1, n plus 1 and n minus 1 times n cube. So if I substitute the value here, this is nothing but p times p plus 1 times p minus 1, right? So once I substitute this value here, I get n square plus 1 times n square plus 2 times n square equal to n cube, n square plus 1, n plus 1 and n minus 1. Now I can cancel out n square, I get n. I can cancel out n square plus 1 from both sides, which gives me n square plus 1 equal to n times n square minus 1, which is nothing but n cube minus n. Sorry, this should be a n square plus 2. You'll get a plus 2 here. So this gives me a cubic equation, which looks like n cube minus n square plus n, minus n minus 2 equal to 0. And if you see carefully, n equal to 2 is the solution for this cubic. So once you factor out n minus 2, you can think of the rest as a quadratic, and you'll see that this does not have any other integer solutions. So n equal to 2 is the only possible integer root for this equation. And since p is equal to n square plus 1, the corresponding value of p turns out to be p equal to 5. Hence the only pair that satisfies this is 2, 5. So if you like this solution and if you want more such videos in the future, please do let us know in the comments.